The drama, Manny. The drama.
I was gonna leave this in color, but it works so much better in black and white.
This is like an episode of I Love Lucy that went horribly wrong. Lucy, your games that went too far, and Fred got her. Oh. I mean, this is one of...
That's how I talk, see?
I want to say this. This beatdown was so good, it made MJF look like a bitch last week. Look like a bitch. Everybody needs to shut the fuck up who got beat their ass whooped this week, because Mariah May put that beating on somebody. No hesitation. No.
Do you know what? Do you know what these photos aren't even doing justice?
What?
Luther died, bro. Luther died. Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. We lied once again. We missed one show. We are back this week. I am the racially ambiguous, all gravy Lord Manny Hayes, and he is
Batman. Marcus the Grand finale.
His name is
Batman.
His
but
name
not
is
the
Jasmine.
No.
Do you know what? Right off the gate, speaking about that, Jimmy raises a good point. On the comments of that video. I started thinking of the Aladdin part, and then without being prompted, you started to sing the Jasmine part, and then you suddenly have a problem being photoshopped as Jasmine.
It's a good song. It's a good song, damn it. You want me to not sing it? Okay? It was a good song. Shit. I don't care, okay? I know what I did. I know what I did, Manny. I know my crimes, okay? I know why I committed that crime. I don't need to throw it in the face afterwards in a Photoshop that I committed that crime.
We've got Ruby to thank for that. Because that photograph is actually out there.
Yeah. Never going to get hired anywhere again. Maybe my dreams of being Princess Jasmine at Disneyland are over because they photoshopped it and they saw it and they were like, he can't get this job. Look at this headshot. Look at that beard. But check him out. Although Manny has have been getting phone calls all week to play Aladdin in the upcoming sequel of Aladdin with Will Smith. Again. It's called Aladdin. Oh no, they didn't. They did it again.
We did it again.
Yeah, Aladdin, the real slap to the face. We're doing it again.
I am a little bit worse for wear today.
Oh no. Manny, what's wrong? Manny, what's wrong?
I may have went a little too hard on the beer last night.
Beer? What happened, Manny? Why? What sorrows are you trying to wash away?
I didn't pass no sorrows. The England team won a game.
That's not possible. That's not possible. I watched this show and I listen to you talk every week, and I see you on your Instagram. It seems impossible for England to win a game. It's impossible.
And once again, we have this drink. The hydration drink, where it also replenishes your electrolytes. Because when you drink, you lose all your electrolytes.
I actually had a hydration drink last night, too. I didn't know what to get to drink, and I was like, just give me that one. And they were like, what do you want? I was like, the hydration drink. Which one? Do you know what the hydration drink is? Don't act like I'm not a star. Manny's drink. No, but Manny, so you got shit faced because of England's win last night. Congratulations on that. I hope I'm prepared for the drunken version of Manny again to reappear Sunday when England probably loses to Spain.
Yeah, well, what Marcus isn't telling you, because like a fool, neither of us saved. To be fair, I was in a state, so I can't be blamed for this. Neither of us saved the voice note I sent him. Realizing that he told me we had to do a show, that we could do a show today because his schedule freed up. I remembered halfway of the way back, like a sobered memory of like a moment of soberness on the way back. And I was like, oh, I can't write. NXT notes. Not in this state.
Manny, I wish I saved it because I didn't think you would delete it. I didn't think you would delete it at all because I was going to play it back only to you on the show. And you're like, what were you thinking, man? What were you thinking? But I didn't save it. But I was about to do a drunken reenactment of this. Here we go. Marcus. For some reason, you had an American accent. That's what I'm joking. Marcus. Oh man, I'm no good, man. I'm no good. I'm drunk. England. Woo! They did it. Can't. Notes for NXT tomorrow. You have to do it, man. You gotta do it. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to make it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be sober again. Click. And I'm like, what?
And you know what? That's 100% accurate tale. From what I can remember from last night, 100% accurate tale.
That was about 99.9% accurate. Especially starting with the the pain and the pain of victory. That's what it sounded like. You can hear the jubilation in your voice.
No, the realization that there's no way I'm gonna be able to function properly tomorrow. So I can do the AEW one. At some point, I can't do NXT.
Considering the shows I went, I don't know. I feel like the AEW was the harder one. People ran through a styrofoam wall. There was a woman being made by a shoe. Oh. It's just the nonsense that was going on. I think Bryan Danielson died last night, but the ref continued the match.
Should we play the clip I have of the man all on the drugs? All of them? Or should we play that to the very end?
I say it fits perfectly before NXT as a palate cleanser before we get into NXT.
Okay, and then Jimmy said you should segue into promoting the merch. You know what would cure a hangover? A delicious cup of coffee from these Sharpshooters' beautiful camping mugs. Get them in purple, pink, black, and some other color that I can't remember.
Yeah, and you don't even have to put coffee in it. The great thing, you too can be hungover and drunken Lord Manny Hayes. And you stumble through the streets in racially ambiguous outfits and racially exciting outfits as you sit there in your mug, completely shit-faced, screaming, "Yes, England, yes!"
And being watchful of your shoulder not to tear whatever is inside any more further.
Manny, your shoulder even said, "I don't care tonight. I do not care. We are on the same page. We are going to celebrate like it's 1999. We're going to the finals of the Euros."
And do you know what else goes good with that delicious camping mug?
What's that?
Hydration drinks that you can't name the name of. They taste even better in that camping mug.
Oh, I gotta get the barcode. Maybe I'll figure out what that hydration drink is. What is Manny's secret drink? Manny's special stuff.
It's a secret drink.
It's what Michael Jordan used in Space Jam. They got the Looney Tunes to go, wow.
It's the secret of the ooze.
Ooh, that stuff is nasty. That was a biohazard. But, ooh, dandelion. Oh.
Okay, let's jump into today's show.
No, we're only 9 minutes in.
Yeah. We're out of practice. AEW opens up with the MJF recap from Collision. I don't know how many people actually watched that. Who spoke about why he did what he did to Danny Garcia, and it was the fans that ruined the company he had built for making him change. Will Ospreay comes out. He says he wasn't surprised about MJF's actions last week. He had heard rumors that MJF was an insecure individual, and he would do whatever it takes to stop someone's rise.
I don't think that's the MJF character at all. I don't think MJF cares about anybody else's rise. He doesn't care about that. He cares about his own self and money. That's not a motivation I've ever seen from MJF. He didn't care if Adam Cole got a little taller. He wouldn't care. He didn't care if CM Punk was his number one guy. No, he didn't care. He just cared about himself. He cares. He's like, look at Danny Garcia. I gotta take him down.
He wants to go and blame the people for opening up and being vulnerable towards them, talking about his ADD. Bruv, I've got ADHD. It doesn't give him an excuse to be a little prick.
Oh, that was that point, Will Ospreay. Many of his part-time cosplay as Will Ospreay at Disneyland. And everybody's like, do a flip, Ospreay. And Manny goes, no! Unless he's drunk. And then he goes, woo!
He believes MJF doesn't like him because the bidding war of 2024 didn't go his way because Tony Khan likes to spend money on guys that will elevate an AEW rather than bury it. Reason number 2, apparently he is a talentless hack, but he's got more talent in his left nut than MJF has in his entire body, bruv. But the main reason is because he reminds people what the identity of AEW is meant to be. Ever since he got to AEW, he felt he was cleaning up someone's mess, and he found the guy he was cleaning up after.
I didn't get the last part, but whatever. MJF appears on the screen, and he's like, shut your ass up. I'm not showing up tonight. Checking me out in my new Burberry scarf. All black, sucker. Just to let you know where I stand on you and Swerve Strickland. I don't know. But he basically said that, you know what, Ospreay, you ain't a man. You know what, I'll fight you next week on Dynamite. Next week. And then it was booked for next week for the international title for the world. MJF versus Will Ospreay on the 250th episode of Dynamite. I didn't know we celebrate 250th, but I guess we are.
We didn't even celebrate the 400th episode of this show.
No, I mean, we went whoopity-doo.
No, I don't think we did.
Okay, we do it now. Whoopity-doo! Whoopity-doo!
So we get Bryan Danielson versus Adam Hangman Page. This was a good match. Danielson rolls up a Hangman from a crossface. Marcus already mentioned that Danielson should have died in this match. Swerve comes out after Danielson is presented the title and cup. Hangman tells the Bucks he will be there. Hangman?
Yeah, he tells the Bucks that he's going to join the team.
Yeah. And then Swerve said he had to silence a doubt when Will said he was the best in the world, is whoever is holding the AEW title. So since he beat Will, you're looking at the best in the world. He's not over Danielson having a pinfall victory over him, and he's a man that holds on to grudges. But now they are at different points of their career. Danielson's at the downslide, and he is the most dangerous man in AEW. He announces he will be on Team AEW. He announces that he'll be on Team AEW at Blood and Guts, and he's going to lead the team. He challenges Okada and looks forward to Danielson, who says he will be his final countdown.
Okay, Manny, I am about to be an umpire and strike some motherfuckers out and throw some strikes. I know you glossed over a lot of this, but I'm giving strikes. I'm just throwing them. I'm on fire today. I'm throwing curves, knuckle curves, swerves. I'm throwing them all. Number 1 strike. Again, the referee needs a strike for not stopping the Bryan Danielson match. It was ridiculous. If the doctors are the man can't get up and the doctors are checking on him, you count him out of that ring. He was bleeding. He died. His neck was broken. He was having seizures. It was so much going on. When he tried to get up, he stumbled across the thing. He died. It was over. You should have stopped the match. He got into submissions. Hangman put him in submissions. It looked like he passed out on. Oh, his hand didn't hit the mat, but it looked damn close. Stop the fight. If this was a UFC fighter, he would have lost his license, or a referee, he would have lost his license for this one. Stop the damn match. Strike 2. Jeff Jarrett being at ringside, and I'm giving strike 3 to Tony Khan. How are you allowing a man who got his ass whooped, as I like to quote, the bejesus, beat out of him the week before, be special enforcer? Why? Because you don't want nobody to interfere in your matches. When you put a no interference mandate in this contract, in this match feud or tournament already, and no one else has to be an enforcer. So all of a sudden, two men who are clearly loners at this point, the Blackpool Combat Club, never gets involved in anything together. And Hangman Page last week pushed all the Young Bucks and people away and said, I'm not getting it, stay out of my affairs, and I hate you people. That's where we were at. And yet he hired Jeff Jarrett as an enforcer. It made no goddamn sense. So strikes. With that being said, I will agree with you that it was a solid match. It was just a lot of nonsense surrounding it. It was like me getting a perfect steak, and then you added some weird vegetables to the side of it. You know what? Damn well, I'm not going to touch those weird vegetables that you tried to describe me. It probably has sugar in it, or like a grape or something. I don't
grape?
Yeah, you added something weird to my perfect steak. And I was like, here's some grapes on top of it. Get this shit out of here. Grapes and whipped cream. Get out of here.
We've 100% established on this show, no one brings us grapes unless it's attached to a prostitute with clean hands.
Yes. Yes. You know how I like my grapes, fam? How I'm going to eat a steak with a prostitute with clean hands? I can't cut that shit. She better cut the steak, too. She got to cut the steak and dip it to the whipped cream that's next to it. Because I'm weird today. I must be really high. I eat steak like this.
The Acclaimed diss track was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, it was there. That stuck with me on lines. They could have played Not Like Us, and I would have been happier.
Samoa Joe is driven through a fake wall on a forklift by redacted.
Manny, can we unredact him this week? I mean, he was in Canada.
I guess.
Because we have to talk about this. I don't think there's any wrestler, and I'm talking about Chris Jericho, in their elder state that has had shittier falls or stunts in my life than Chris Jericho. I think he has the all-time record. I mean, earlier in the Barcelona, we talked about his cush falling on the pads off the cage. I feel like there were a few other spots that just looked horrible.
Last week's Fireball was not good.
No, he missed because they replayed it. It was like, oh, that missed. And so this week, him and Samoa Joe have a horrible brawl in this stadium stampede, and they go to the back. Jericho and by the way, I'm gonna call him Big Cass because I can't remember his fucking name right now, and I'm not gonna even take the time. Fuck him. No, it's too difficult, Manny. It's too difficult.
They're both 4-letter words.
Well, they're down to 4 letters.
Both of them with the one letter that repeats itself.
I don't care, Manny. I don't care. How was he in the Entourage personnel only room, peeking out the room like, okay? How did he know Joe was going to take him there? What was he doing? Anyway, the bounty hunter gets his revenge because Joe attacked him for no reason. They put him on a forklift and they drive him through this wall of styrofoam and cardboard. Like, it was the worst looking wall thing since I've seen since Braun Breaker speared somebody through Shawn Michaels' office, where you just see pure cardboard. But at least that one, Braun Breaker's spear makes up for it. This forklift just went 2 inches, and it wasn't like they went 100 miles per hour. No.
It wasn't even fast.
It was horrible. It was in slow motion. And then I want to give 3 strikes, Manny, for some more. Oh, you know what? 30,000 strikes for this. For the simple fact, how do you stop this match? Like, oh, we're doing the stoppage. Give me a pinfall. Give me a pinfall. Like, the ref did not stop Bryan Danielson for dying this week. But yes, Samoa Joe go through the styrofoam wall, look comfortably in a corner in a fetal position, but I think he still would have kicked out on 2. I was a premature stoppage. I know he was carried up in the ambulance later. It was a premature stoppage. And they get another strike for Bar. Taz from the building. And
what the hell was Taz going to do? What the hell was Taz going to do? Walk slowly and stare at you angrily? Taz not going to do shit.
We all know Taz can't get physically active. He has the worst neck in the history of wrestling, or head or something, where everybody has made these comebacks, coming back from some injury. Taz hasn't took a bump in 700 years.
That he can't get the Taz midget on me.
Yeah. Taz hasn't took a bump in 700 years. I don't know what, like, you think that he would have healed a little bit. Just a little bit that he could take something, but he was barred for the arena, and I don't understand why Tony Khan is allowing this, or said the fallen father, whatever his name is, Christopher Daniels, isn't doing anything about this. But the Young Bucks ran rampant throughout the show. They were mentioned in every segment of the show, man, except for one. And that was a segment of a match that I was like, who asked for this?
Wait, they weren't mentioned on Will Ospreay's promo.
He were.
Were they?
They were. Yep, very briefly. If I can remember what it was, I think that was the original. Taz brought up the Young Bucks had barred Taz. Show. And Nigel's here. That counts. That counts.
I don't know why they called this. I wasn't really paying attention. The Global Glory 4-way, the Global Glory Hole 4-way match. With Claudio versus Cal Fletcher versus Pac versus the Ultimate Bag, Ishii. And I didn't pay attention to this because they clearly showed me that this wasn't important because everyone got a jobber entrance in this.
Yeah, they were all waiting in the ring. And they brought up how this is 4 different continents fighting each other. That's why we're doing this. But how dare you? How dare you do this match and not include an American, for one? How dare you? And 2, someone from Canada. How do you not do that? You're in Canada. There was nobody. I was looking at all 4 guys and I was like, I'm not interested. Haven't been interested in any of these guys in probably 5 years. Yeah. Like, that's where we were at with these people. And, fine match. I knew Ishii wasn't winning. I knew Claudio ain't winning. And I knew Kyle Fletcher hasn't won a match in this decade, even though I think he was or is the Ring of Honor TV champion. Whatever. Pac wins, and he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life next. And I'm like, they put the graphic up, and I guess he had no clue. He had a title shot for the international title. I don't know where I'm going, but the Boston's back. We'll be back.
Mercedes Moné comes out and wastes everyone's time. Claims she is the best there is, best there was, and best there ever will be in Canada, but gets interrupted by Britt Baker, and she runs away. Brandon Cutler is attacked by Darby Allin. And then we get Mariah May versus Willow. The match was okay. Mariah wins. She celebrates with Toni Storm till she destroys both her and Luther at the top of the ramp. And Toni Storm did not watch out for the shoe.
Yeah, Manny, I would like to give you a strike for not describing Willow Nightingale's outfit as she dressed up as Black Owen Hart, which is my favorite version of Owen. Nation of Domination Owen.
No. He's not Black Owen Hart. He is not Black Owen Hart. She was dressed as the Nugget Owen Hart.
It's the same one. They both joined the Nation. They both joined the Nation. And by the way, I'm giving myself a strike for predicting Natty would show up at the end of this, where it seemed like, you know what? Natty's going to be the big thing. And but no, we got this excellent beatdown. I do hate that they'd used the beatdown ending basically the exact same ending twice in 2 weeks since they flipped it up with the women and men, with MJF killing Danny Garcia and Mariah killing Toni Storm. But it's kind of a similar ending, but this was much better. This was a much better ending. Yeah,
it was a much better ending than last week. Don't get me wrong, last week it ended pretty good. Like, it added to the show, and then it's like, you know they're going into a particular type of direction which they needed. Like, they needed MJF to come back. But this, you just didn't see it coming. Like, you kind of figured that a turn was coming, but you kind of figured it would be Tony on her.
Yeah, I just thought, we were going to get a normal ending and stuff, but I didn't realize it was going to be as aggressive and just like, like an escalation of the story. They were just making out in a 3-way last week or 2 weeks ago, and now we got this. We get like the ultimate beating, and so maybe this is what reversed Toni Storm back to being the real Toni Storm, and she kills Mariah May. Whatever the case is, this is a excellent setup for their match at Wembley, where I think it's going to be a good match. I think.
Do you not put the title on? Mariah May in Wembley?
No.
Hometown?
No.
Hometown?
No. I'm already going to re-put the title back on Ospreay, which I didn't say that yet.
Wait, the
Ospreay's
women's title? You're going to put the women's title on Ospreay?
I mean, I could, bro. I'm chasing all of them. No. No, Ospreay's going to lose his title next week. If it's a title match. I can't remember if there's a title match or not. But he's going to lose that title next week and then win it back at Wembley. So he can win a title at Wembley and not take it from Swerve as scheduled earlier this year. But overall, do I have bad feelings about this Dynamite? No. I thought it was a good show. I thought the matches were good.
The only thing wrong with it was Jericho again.
The styrofoam forklift. Yeah,
that's the only thing wrong with it again for the second week in a row.
No, I'm gonna also say the Mercedes segment she didn't need to be on TV.
She needs to shut the fuck up. You need to stop talking.
I thought the segment was too short to be worth a damn. I'd rather have more time into any other segments. Even Jericho's styrofoam wall just would have just got like maybe the 3 minutes or that the Mercedes segment had. Like it was no point.
But what was that? What was the point of that Mercedes segment? Was it to be a celebration again? Because that was even the budget was even lower if that was supposed to be a celebration again. There was not even any balloons.
Now I'll tell you this: if she comes out next week and say I'm doing another celebration, I'm gonna laugh and appreciate it. I don't know why.
No, I'm not.
It would be ridiculous if she's celebrating again. But the segment was that segment was terrible. Other than that, I thought it was okay Dynamite. It's okay Dynamite.
The MJF story would be better if it was Ricky Starks or Sammy Guevara. I don't think it would matter because neither of those have anything behind them.
No, I think what he's saying is that if Danny Garcia mattered, like
the thing is, Danny Garcia did matter because he was picking up wins. Not that you saw any of them, but he was picking up wins. Ricky Starks and Sammy Guevara literally have nothing behind them other than they are established.
I think what he's saying is about a few years ago, like 2 years ago, when they were on the rise and they seemed like they had potential and they were like building up to be a next star. Sammy Guevara is a pillar, for God's sake, man. A fucking pillar. He used to be a pillar. Now he's just, having Pokemon parties. But I think that what he's saying is it mattered. It mattered. Because when he was like, oh, Danny Garcia may never walk again. And I was like, I don't feel nothing about this. Or he was a star. You didn't like someone as becoming a star. He's not on that level, like Luchador said. It's just not someone who I felt was a rising star at any point. Like maybe 2 years ago when he originally came in, but he's damaged goods. He's been hanging around Daddy Magic too much and lost all his cred. So
I'm going to call this segment, this is English El Luchador.
No. This is figure out who's on drugs.
Who's on the drugs in this video?
Oh, right. That was really good.
One, Manny, I didn't know Oni Lorcan was there watching the game with you. Or was that one of the grizzled young veterans? And two, that dude was feeling it. You know what? I support everything that man was doing.
It was El Luchador without his mask. He was feeling every movement of the ball. He was screaming, hurry up. But he was dropping the H every time he said it, so it was like, hurry up!
That man looked like a goalie ready to stop any penalty kick coming. All right, I'm ready. Oh, shit, it went that way. Damn. Curse my guessing ability.
Yeah.
Crossfaded. That's when you know you done the drugs way too much when you're singing the Crossfire theme song.
So I will hand over the hosting duties to the grand finale.
Oh, what? Oh, you really didn't do notes. Okay.
No!
I thought once you pulled the audio clip, you did the notes. Okay, so these are going to be very horrible notes because guess what, guys? There aren't none. They're going straight off. They're going straight off memory. So, your new world heavyweight champion, Ethan Page.
No, hold on. No. We can't. You can't. That cocaine moves. Trust me, my grandma sold it in the 80s. Don't put your grandmother on blast like that, you snitch.
I'm just saying, my uncle had a run that's probably longer than your grandma's. My uncle had an empire. He had an empire, but whatever. Moving on. All Ego, Ethan Page heads to the ring with the NXT title. They recap what happened. Basically, that Shawn Spears trips up Swerve. Wow, I'm a racist. With a trick. Damn these black people and their names.
Damn these black people and their championships.
Yeah. Too many black champions. I can't tell them apart. Fucking mid-level brand. If only we could get somebody with over a million.
We were being sarcastic, people. We were being sarcastic.
Of course I love my black champions. Shit, that's the only reason I watch NXT. Oh. So anyway, he comes out there, and then Shawn Spears comes out there. A Trick comes out there, and Spears comes out there, and they talk about this incident that happened in which he tripped him up. Shawn Spears said, "Oh, he was blinded. He didn't see what was going on." And as he pulled him, which makes him sound like a complete dumbass. I wanted him to say it for race reasons. We need to stop this.
We need to restore the timeline.
Yes, we need to stop this. What the hell's going on? We're about to get Trump in America. We can't have Trump take the office and realize that all his NXT champions are black. I cannot have this. Or minorities. We're looking at you, Axiom. I'm wondering. I don't know who you are. I don't know your race, but we will find out one day. You're going to be a mess.
It's perfectly established. If you watch the watch along or you watch a clip on Tuesday, Axiom is clearly from Arabia.
Arabian Nights. Anyway, Javon comes out. He says words.
There's times where I just don't understand what he's saying sometimes.
Oh no, he's speaking very young and black.
He's speaking very young, and he's not only speaking very young, he's also speaking very young fast, and clearly like saying things that like don't even make sense. It's like
they
he's
make
just
sense.
learning how to talk. They don't make sense.
They make sense, man. You just gotta learn how to speak American hood. Anyway, they go into a fight. Later in the night, a tag match is set up for the main event. It is Shawn Spears, the coward, the bigot, all Ego, Ethan Page, against the two main event black guys who are taking people's jobs. The new Booker T and the new Wesley teaming together to fight them. Anyway, and my notes are going to be all out of order. I don't care. We cut to the back, and Ava's in a meeting with Brooks Jensen, who has cleaned up his life. He's cleaned up his act, and she's meeting her. He tells her, "Do you remember what it was like? You know what it's like to be a second-generation talent." Even though Ava was going like a fourth generation, my father was The Rock, yours was Boo Boo Cannon. We are not the same. Don't you dare compare us. Anyway, so she said she's going to give him a second chance. He gets a second chance. He decides to go attack Javon Evans. Anyway, the man of a million video packages that come on in every PLE shows up. Josh
I put my neck on the line for you.
I put my neck on the line for you. How could you do this? And Jensen makes the remark that I would make. I'm trying to make a name for myself. You go after a main event guy. You know how things work here. That wasn't drunken alpha face. That was logic and smart. Now he put himself in like a main event spot. So anyway, that happens in the back. And Trick Williams for the rest of the night is scrambling for a partner. Although we are seeing flashes of Joe Hendry all through the night, and people are whispering. And
everyone
his
is
name.
making "I believe" or "believe" references all through the night.
Yeah, letting people know that Joe Hendry will be there tonight. So we'll get to that later. The Gallus boys are back, and they are going to continue their feud with the black guys who are not OTM. The black guys win.
No, they didn't.
Shocking. They did.
No, they didn't.
No. Oh no! I'm sorry. I got this mixed up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The real OTM won, and they beat Gallows and Anderson. You can see how it's mixed up. Gallows and Gallus. You know how I mixed that up. OTM beat Gallows and Anderson with the help, I guess, of Mia Yim, who decided to come out the crowd and was like, "Jada Parker!" No, who she attacked? Was it Jada Parker? It was, right? Parker. Yeah. Anyway, Anyway, Gallus on the other side of this coin whooped the ass of those black guys. Wesley comes out, you know what? I'm going to go to the women's division. Petrovic decides to fight Phelan Henley after some video or something. Huh?
That's wrong.
Damn it.
Petrovic fought Ariana Grace.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then this is when JC Jade and Jasmine Nix watched them from the outside. Right? And then
Fallon Henley decided after Carmen wins, I'm gonna beat the shit out of Carmen.
Yes.
Mad at these fucking rookies.
Yeah. And I would like to also give a strike to Ava for this segment. For I don't believe you should have had Ariana Grace wrestle Petrovic in such a situation where she looked like the referee looked like her father in blackface. It's not fair. That zombie rap looks exactly like that thing in a blackface. I could not take that away. I just saw it, man. And you can go back to any footage you look. When he was pinning and counting to 3, I was like, it was like her own father in blackface doing it. And I've seen Santino in disguises, and I know what he would look like, and I'm just saying it was the exact same thing.
Yeah, Marcus, I think in 2024, Santino ain't doing that blackface gimmick.
Not if he don't get caught.
Every time you'd get caught, what are you talking about?
Not if you're doing good. Robert Downey Jr. did it, okay? In character, and did it. He did it, and you know what? He didn't get caught. He didn't
and
get
the
caught.
Navy SEALs do it all the time.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And Finn Balor. I know you're still doing it, Finn, just not on TV. Anyway, this beatdown ensues, and I'm going to fast forward later to Fallon Henley. I can't even say her name. I'm just going to say Hendry. I think that's what fucked it up. To Phelan Henry versus... Fuck, who does he fight?
Izzy Dane. No.
Izzy... No. They helped.
Sol
Roca. Yes, the Nubian princess. The fallen Nubian princess.
The fallen.
After heels of her match with Lonnie, where Dave Meltzer said it was a disgrace to the wrestling business, paraphrasing, and it was choreographed, which Dave Meltzer, shut the fuck up. Please, just stop.
Hang on. I'm pretty sure someone put that for a like almost that was a Will Ospreay and Ricochet match at some point.
Yeah, even Ricochet said it looks like their match before it even got it. How dare you? How dare you? Where I agree with your comments that it did look choreographed and all that, and it looks like an athletic gymnastics show, but so did Will and Ricochet. And let me tell you this, I enjoyed them both equally. So shut the fuck up, Dave Meltzer. I'm gonna knock the dye out your hair if you do it again. I'll do it if you do it again. How dare you attack 2 black women for having a wrestling match? How dare you? That's every Young Bucks match when they just do a flippity-do. And you just give Commander all his praise, and that man hasn't wrestled in his life.
He doesn't praise Commander. No one praises Commander.
He praises Commander.
Not even his mother praises Commander.
Commander goes up there, he does a little tightrope and jump. That ain't wrestling. That's all he does. That's all he does. He's a circus act. A fool. A charlatan.
Charlatan.
Yeah. So anyway, Sol Roca, I believe, loses this match after distractions and stuff, and then...
No, it ended in DQ.
What did she get DQ for?
As soon as Sol Roca hit the Soul Snatcher on Fallon, Jasmine Nix and JC Jane jump in the match.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then the mugging happened, and then
the Pele kick, the most beautiful Pele kick in the world.
Yeah, and they should have just did the Pele kick because there were some horrible punches in there from Phelan and JC. So these 3 girls look like they're teaming together and they're forming a gang, or they have formed a gang, and they may kill people because JCJ's in it. So kudos to them. Manny, I'm going to do you a favor. Chase U had a match. A member of Chase U had a match. Manny, I'm going to redact her from the show.
Hallelujah. Thank you,
so it's not mentioned. In other Chase U business, Ridge Holland was there.
No, Marcus.
And he is going to challenge Omen Phil.
No, I want.
No, it's Duke. It's Duke.
Duke trying to speak himself up to the prophet named Femi.
He huffed and puffed and blew his chest as Femi sat there looking like $1 million, going like, "You can't fuck, Duke. You can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with nobody." Duke was over there talking to himself like, "I'm gonna run to you. I'm the MVP." Just trying to hype himself up. He basically was. I can't remember the names in Cool Running, but he's a bad mother.
Femi doesn't have to do much. Femi doesn't need to do much in terms of his character. He doesn't even need to speak as nearly as much as he does. Yeah. All he has to do is, all he had to do realistically is when Duke did his bit, laugh like, "Ha ha 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 ha! I will destroy you," and then just walk off.
Yes. Man, I don't know about this controversy from the debate where the Trump and Biden were talking about black jobs, and that does make the most. That's a great joke. I'm saying that is a great joke, Elisha. Bravo. Anyway, that happens as well. Duke is going to get his ass whooped, hopefully next week, and bludgeoned. I tell you, bludgeoned. Heritage Cup match between D'Angelo and Eric's boy, who I'm giving bad Lexi King this week. Just bad.
Bad.
And
all
I'm giving
bad for getting distracted by a DJ.
Yeah, I'm getting 55 strikes in this segment because DJ Tatanka proved to me not only am I less interested in him now after this segment, I don't think he's a competent DJ. He didn't play any of the hits whatsoever, and he was just up there. He looked like he did nothing. I am upset, I am frustrated, and I don't need this segment in there. I thought you were changing, Eddie Thorpe. You seem like you regress. This was bad Eddie Thorpe. This is bad Lexi King. And Manny, I know you already said this is bad D'Angelo. I'm going to say Russell.
D'Angelo Russell. Why do that? You're already going to summon Eric.
Maybe I'm saying his name and he appear.
Yeah.
I believe
you just summon Eric when you overly criticize
I
one of his
believe boys. It's your hater. Anyway. A murder happens in the NXT parking lot as David Kemp is driven off. This is seen by
Ren Sinclair.
Thank you. Ren.
And she just witnesses the crime and says, "I didn't see anything." You're caught on camera saying you didn't see anything. You're gonna go to prison, sweetheart.
So, Manny, how do you feel they're written off David Kemp? Do you think it was appropriate? It does actually fit the storyline where he's trying to be like Tony D'Angelo.
I don't want him written off. And I don't like that he's become a little bitch anyway in the last couple of weeks because they were doing the whole recruitment drive for Tavion Heights. He suddenly was like, what?
You know he's gone, right?
Who?
He's gone, Manny. Kemp.
He left.
He's gone, yeah.
Was he released?
Yeah.
Why?
They could come to terms with a new contract or something, and they released him.
Okay.
So this is how they wrote him off. This is why he wasn't seen on camera getting in the truck.
Okay, that makes sense.
He's gone. I'm sorry, Manny, that you didn't get this information. He's gone. I don't like the way they see it. They clearly replaced him with Tavion Heights, who looks like the better, blacker version of him.
You can't super soldier a bigger, blacker wrestler like that. It's not cool.
Yeah, they just swapped him out.
They just replaced him with a super soldier. It's not cool.
I'll be okay if Tavion Heights was now known as David Kemp and they didn't say anything. Let's see how that will play. Let's see how it will play. I mean, I've seen my Unbibs replaced. I've seen them, and I wouldn't mind this being the new Unbib.
You need to get off this 90s hype TV show shit.
Oh man, it's the greatest meme ever. I love it.
Well, speaking of coming and goings, because we didn't mention it we didn't mention any news because we were talking about me being drunk. So Damon Kemp's out the door, but coming through the door is Stephanie Vaquer.
Wow, bars!
Stevens previously lost to Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, and I think a few other people. I think she lost all her titles, and she was
she got stripped of them. She got stripped of them from
Yeah, disgrace, Stephanie McCoy.
I feel like as soon as Shawn Michaels posted that tweet of "Welcome to WWE, Stephanie," we'll see you in Orlando. It was like CMLL has stripped Stephanie McCoy of all her titles. I was like, "Wow,
what a disgrace!"
Waste a minute there.
With that, I was expecting a Bitten War 2024. I didn't realize in 2 days it was going to be the Stephanie McCoy Bitten War of 2024. As in, the story went, AEW and WWE both have interest in signing Stephanie McCoy right now. It escalated when Shawn Michaels is posted, "We got her."
She's not Bin Laden, Marcus.
He got her, and she's been forever compromised to join NXT and all that.
You can't announce that like she's Bin Laden and you captured her inside of fucking wherever he was.
I was announcing. Yeah, I was not announcing that. I was doing it like the song 8675309. I got her. I got her. This is an even older reference, but. They got her, and I think this is a good signing for WWE. And you know what? I saw the tribalism of the internet, of the hate going all different ways. No one even heard of her until then, and all that. And Tony should have swooped her up by then. She chose what's best for her and her damn family. It doesn't matter where she went. So if she went to AEW, I would like to give her a thumbs up and not a strike. I don't know what the opposite of a strike was. This woman sold herself. She went to Forbidden Door. No one knew who she was, basically. Made a name for herself in the Monet match, and she got the bag. Congratulations,
not only
Stephanie.
In the Monet match, in the build-up to that, like,
yeah,
in the promo packages, the actual speaking, it was like, okay, her English isn't even that bad. Like, her English is passable. It's better than Andrade's.
Yes. I mean, she's
actually, do you know what?
Being better than Okada.
Do you know what? My voice note last night was better than Andrade.
It was more coherent, that's for damn sure. Put that in the voice video package when you staring at a match.
You know what? Next time I'm drunk, I'm going to make sure I send you a voice note of me being, "Hey, Marcus, where is your boss?"
No, you're not going to be smooth. You're just going to yell, "Who's your boss, Marcus?
Marcus, where is your boss?"
Oh. But I saw that's the main thing I take away. Whatever happens to her career, whether she ends up in the LWO feuding with the other,
you know she is.
Wrestlers.
And you know who's gonna get removed from it? Elektra Lopez. She's gonna be bye la madrina.
But yeah, so I'm just saying, what a come up, what a investment, or not an investment, what a way to, steal an opportunity from everybody. Like, she just coming from nowhere, and she rose into like probably a pretty good contract. It became a part of a mini war, a little mini war.
WWE seemed to have picked up 2 decent like women's free agents.
Yeah.
In Julia, but like she got injured being in Marigold, so I think that might reduce the amount of.
She's healthy now, though.
Yeah, no, she's healthy now, but like I think that might actually, like, it's a freak accident, but like they may change their tune of like letting people go out and doing work for other companies. But and then this pickup, I think it's I think they're moving in the right direction. Maybe it's a case of like we need to build new stars and make money out of them, because like the roster is aging.
Yeah.
Aging pretty fast, so I think they need to get younger again.
Yep. All right, Manny. Here's the real question about this, and I don't know how you're gonna answer this. I was gonna save everything about Raw, just whatever you can say for Raw, but I got those in there. More likely to get over Stephanie McCoy in whatever name they give her, if she gets to keep her name, or Zoe Stark, who's on her new faction now. She's giving up face paint, and now she's kind of mid-boss faction with Zoe and DeVille. Do you think this is going to be it for Zoe? Is she going to make it with this, or will Stephanie McCoy leap over her as well?
Zoe is making nothing, and you know it. From a man that didn't even watch Monday Night Raw, other than the Rhea Ripley return, I 100% know for a fact that she is never getting over. Never. Never.
Manny has shown Stephanie McCoy jumping over Zoe Stark as well in the WWE totem pole when she comes in.
Even in her current state where she's not even reported to Orlando, to the Performance Center, she's above Zoe Stark.
Oh, shit. Oh. Anyway, back to NXT. Trick searches for a tag partner. It ends up being Joe Hendry. The crowd goes crazy. They have a match. Joe Hendry gets the win after on-site Mensa shows up.
You want what?
And chases
What's Mensa's deal,
Ethan
man?
out of here.
He needs to let it go. He needs to let it go.
Nah. He's trying to get a title match now. Now we're in the title match stage. I'm gonna let it go. Nah, my rival has got the belt. I'm not giving that up. I'm fighting you at the Great American Bash or something, and lose there and lose.
Well,
So,
Joe Hendry pinned Sean Spears.
Yeah, I don't know where that's going. I don't know what they're going. Oh, I missed a portion of the show. Wesley reunited with Wesley reunited with the Rascals, and everybody was happy. Gallus said, "We're not happy about this," and they wanted to fight. So that explains why they went through that black tag team so far. There are blacker and better tag teams to go after.
I like that they kept the whole Wesley and Zachary Wentz's was MSK.
Yeah. So what's his name? What are they calling him in NXT? I don't think they chose a name.
It wasn't Zachary Wentz right now? I can't remember.
Or is he?
I can't remember.
No, I know.
What was his name?
It was Nash. It was
Nash
I want to say
Carter.
DC Nash. Yeah, Nash Carter.
Nash
I don't know what
Carter.
NXT's gonna call him.
I think they'll just
Like
keep
Trey McGill get to be Trey McGill.
No, they put Zachary Wentz up on the thing.
Oh, okay.
When they came out, it said Trey McGill and Zachary Wentz.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't get to go back to being Nash Carter. But Nash Carter was fired. It's like
Everyone knows who that was. Everyone knows who it was, so it's like, it's cool.
Yeah, it's like WWE still has Camacho in the alumni state.
Well, Camacho ain't on no alumni page.
He is. He's in the alumni page, even though Tamalo is existing right now. Camacho is in the alumni page.
You can't. No, Tamaloa is the worst person ever.
Yes.
I watched that. I rewatched the replay of the meme of the low blow. First, he gives a love tap to Kevin Owens on the arse.
No,
he misses. He does a love tap on the butt, and then when he does the low blow, he hits his brother in his face.
No.
He is the worst guy.
This man has been back in WWE for what, maybe 2 months? He has messed up every single time he's been on TV.
He nearly fucked up his debut. His re-debut.
Yeah, he was late.
He was too late. And luckily for him, the referee rolled out of the ring.
And you know what? I don't want to hear shit about Jay Cargill being green until Tamaloa gets some shit about getting green and fucking up. I'm just saying.
He's been doing it longer.
Record.
He's been doing it longer.
Yes, it looks horrible. I saw a compilation of all his fuck ups. They had a whole video from New Japan all the way. I was like,
one with Okada. The one with Okada. That was the worst one.
The list goes on.
And then Okada just sold it.
Yeah. Poor Okada. This one drove Okada to start saying bitch. Bitch. But I believe that was all the NXT for the most part. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff I missed, but I'm sure it wasn't important. It was an okay show. No Roxanne Perez or follow up with that. Or no Lonnie Jordan this week. The champions took the night off, except for Trick.
Yeah. No, Oba was there.
He showed up, but he really showed up. He just talked shit to Duke. That don't count.
It does. Duke was trying to get too big for his own boots. Oba was like, I'm going to fucking destroy you.
Yeah, I'm going to fucking kill you, dude. They're going to fire you after I beat you. This is the end. This is the fucking end.
I've never seen a beating like Oba did to Wesley. But yeah. I recall us being like, ooh, ooh. Where every time something happened, I'm going to be cheering every time something happens to Duke.
I'm going to be salivating, Manny. I'm going to show teeth in excitement. It's like,
But just thinking about it now, my mouth is actually producing saliva.
Yeah, it's watering. Oh my God. Someone. I'm like the wolf in the fucking cartoons with the giant tongue and the knife and fork and the bib.
And the bib.
Yeah, just looking at the three little pigs.
I'm eating good tonight.
Yeah, just wilding. Tweaking hard on that shit. Oh. But NXT, all right show. Exciting returns and all that. But it was just actually an average show, to be honest.
No, 2 weeks in a row. Well, both shows weren't bad. 2 weeks in a row, AEW have taken it. And the same reason, it's the same reason for AEW that may have not taken it was Jericho, for me, for 2 weeks in a row. I know last week you gave him a pass because of Fireball.
Yeah, he got passed this week. I don't know. I just felt like that forklift spot makes them look so low rent. I don't know. It's just, they're better than this. You're better than this. It could have been anything. It just didn't look right at all. It's just, moving on. Manny, you say you didn't watch Monday Night Raw, but I'm going to give you a little recap. Nothing too long.
Okay.
The Wyatt sent another videotape to, and this time it got the Pat. It got the Pat. They featured Bo, but they also featured everybody else and doing flickering with who's under the mask and stuff. And then later, Bo Dallas appeared in Adam Pearce's office, giving me shockwaves and chills because he looked exactly like Bray. Like the beard and everything, it was actually really kind of spooky. But No, he looked fat. He looked great. He was wearing all black.
And he could not have looked like Bray.
His face was a little chubby then. If you go and watch the clip, man, you'll see it. Be like, oh. Anyway, I believe we're moving ahead with this storyline as Bo Dallas has entered the WWE actual show and has left VHS tape. Also featured on the show, the return of Rhea Ripley and the Liv Morgan and Judgment Day saga. I'm going to give WWE, and this is why I'm giving Raw the show of the week so far with the nuances of this story that went on, because throughout the night you do get Priest going, yo, you gonna be here tonight? And you're pretty much sure, but he's never around any member of the Judgment Day. And then there's a segment in which the Liv and Dom decides to stretch in the back, and Liv is on top of, and Dom's in a compromised position, and the Judgment Day walks in on her and doing this. And
I saw this. Carlito sus went, it's not that hard. That looks hard.
Yeah. And like, all right, get out of here. But they clear it out. And then you later in the back, and then Priest says, oh, man, it's going to be a big surprise for Dom. I'll tell you. And then he looks at him, and he goes, you know what? You guys are going to find out, too, at the same time. Not believing in Judgment Day would snitch and tell Dom, hey, Rhea is coming back tonight. And waiting for Dom to lose emotion after beating his dad for the first time. I swear he beat his ass before.
No, he's never beat his dad.
I feel like he beat him. So anyway, he beats his dad. They celebrate the ring, and they look like they're getting ready to make out the kiss. But Rhea's music hit. Liv bolts out of there like she was caught having an affair with somebody else's man. I swear she ran out of there. Later you can see her on exclusive.com. She's behind the curtain peeking, and she laughs and goes, ha 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 ha. Evil villain style, as she has ruined their relationship.
Was that her plan the whole time, or was her plan to also take Dom? Because I feel if Dom is put in a situation right now, I feel like they did that reveal too early, because I feel like they should have had Dom very confused on who he was going to go with. I feel like that would have been the better option.
No, I like this option of maybe Liv takes a back seat and do something real quick. They're going to set up this feud. But as someone pointed out on the internet, they need to do the Eddie Guerrero trying to apologize to China story all over again. Oh, Mamacita, it was a one-time thing. It was a mistake. And trying to get flowers and stuff. Dom trying to get in the good graces of Rhea is going to be hilarious if he tries to do it. And then I would like him to be conflicted, and I would like for Rhea to fall for his apology, and he needs to be in the ring and a cage to replay SummerSlam from like 20 years ago when he was a kid. The custody of Dom is in the
youngest veteran in the game right now.
Yeah.
He's been in the game since 2005.
Yes. He's the better young brother. He hasn't even started yet. Also on the show, Seth Rollins and CM Punk had a confrontation about the ending to the match and how he cost him Buddy and Pow, and don't know how this is going to end. There's so much hate between these three men that it's like, where is this going to end? They're all in the wrong. They're all bad people at this point.
They are.
Rollins for wearing high heels and shit. Punk for just let it go, man. And Drew for elbowing Pierce, being suspended, but going to have to sit down. I don't want Drew to show up to the arena. I want him to agree to come back and have a sit down with Pierce via satellite. However, Manny, ever, I would like him to have a video conference, and then after he agrees to Pierce's terms, he is seen in CM Punk's house, and everybody's beaten up again. Just say that would work for me.
You can't say that when you were totally against. Swerve invading a home in Virginia.
No, I have no problem with Swerve invading a home, Manny. I had a problem with him killing Nick Wayne in that home. But he didn't do anything in Hangman, so I have a problem with Hangman leaving his baby unprotected in the house. That's what I had a problem with. So, I thought Raw was a really good show. It really progressed some stories. Was it the greatest quality of matches? No, but stories were progressed. Braun Breaker killed Sami Zayn again. Dragunov came out to his defense.
He nearly murdered Dragunov by throwing that chair at him.
Yeah, I know. Well, that man's gonna murder somebody in that ring. It's all gonna be accidental, but you know what? It's all in the game.
I don't like seeing Braun Breaker do new things, by the way. When he starts picking up new things, I'm scared. Because he does them well and he does them dangerously.
Yeah, it looks like that he's killing people. Jeez. Also, on a side note, Manny, Sheamus has... Pete Dunne is back and alone due to Tiny Whitey's Tyler Bate sitting home due to injury.
He's only speaking ill of him like that because he's currently Soroka's life partner.
I don't care about that, okay? I don't care.
You hate when the white man steals another black woman off the market.
Just don't like disappointing Dr. Umar. No, I'm just saying, man. Oh. Pete Dunne disowns Sheamus after he makes a save for him. Like, get away from me, you abandoned me. And Sheamus is the worst father in the world, I guess. And that was Raw. That was Raw in a nutshell.
It didn't seem like it was a show we needed to cover. Ripley returned, but I don't think it was that big of a deal.
I mean, Zoe Starks is back with a new faction with Sonya Deville. And I swear to God, when they attacked, I thought Shayna was a man. I was like, who they fight? I am concerned about Zoe. She's tried every gimmick. Now she's in her faction phase of her life. And I guess the feud with Damage Control, who may turn face. I don't know what's going on in this situation. But we have drama. Do
you know what? You get 50,000 strikes.
No. I refuse to accept them. You guys deliver to me in person.
You stop trying to make Zoe Stark a thing. You need to stop. You are trying to speak it into existence or speak it into the universe.
No, I think Zoe's going to be the first person to have 1,000 gimmicks and never work. I think she's trying everything. They put her with legends. They teamed her in factions. They put her solo. They put her in ladder matches and cage matches. They had her fight Becky Lynch. They had her fight for the NXT title. They've had her do every single thing possible to get her over, and yet nothing is working.
She's got no personality.
She's going to find it one day. She's going to find it, Manny. Just like I'm going to find that $1 million on the back of a trash can one day. It's going to change everything.
She's not going to find it. If she knew what it was, she'd have it.
It takes time, Eddie. You know what? It took Toni Storm time to find out a good personality. Okay? It took her time. Although people loved Toni Storm before then.
Yes, Toni Storm was adored before then.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. It takes time to find a gimmick.
No one has felt any emotion for Zoe Stark other than that face looks so old.
Jesus.
And notice, none of us have made that joke in so long. That's how irrelevant Zoe Stark is.
Well, you know what? My prayers and thoughts go out to Sonya Deville and try to survive this as well.
Sonya Deville has gone through multiple things too.
Yeah.
Sonya Deville is struggling.
I think it's time to dub this. They don't have a name to this faction, but let's call them the struggle. The struggle is real. As these three women will never find who they really are. By the way, Chad Gable was talking to the Creeds about something in the back in the middle of Zoe Stark's promo. That was the most interesting thing about this faction getting together. That's where I was going back. I was going to set up that one just to talk about, ooh, what's going on back there? As he said, he's going to handle the Wyatts his way. He's bringing a gun to the arena.
Of the 6 Wyatt 6, who are you shooting?
Oh, I'm shooting Eric Rowan just on principle. How many years have you who are a terrible wrestler? I don't want to see you. Yeah. Don't want to see you on my TV. You're the worst. You're the worst one. You're the worst one. By far. By far, he's the worst one in that group.
Fair.
Wyatt 6. And well, I got a 6 shooter, baby. And they're all going into Rowan.
3 in the head, 3 in the chest.
Yes. 1 in the ass. Just for good measure.
So he was dead already. Need to make sure one more time.
I wanted to make sure his ghost know he was violated. So he don't even think about haunting me. Woo! Shut up. You had a gun up your ass and someone shot your dick all off. Just that's how bad it would be.
Rowan should be grandfathered in as safe as he's an OG Wyatt. No! He has proved useless everywhere he's gone. Everywhere he went, everywhere he tried, he stuck some more.
The AEW didn't want you. No one wanted you. You didn't get picked up by nobody. The NWA didn't want you. TNA didn't want you. MLW didn't want you. Mexico didn't even call your ass up. No one wanted you. No one likes you. The girl don't like you. I also like true crime documentaries, so I would love to be on there and they use these podcast clips as a wow.
If
the
you
signs
want,
were there.
You can go back to our video section and watch the Tangents episode where me and Marcus attempt to kill each other with movie props, and Marcus loses to a bucket of salt.
I feel like that gauntlet had it all, though. I felt like the Infinity Gauntlet was ready to go.
Yeah, but as you did it, the salt was already thrown.
Manny, can I give my ranking of all-time Wyatt right now? And I don't care about the top of the order.
Yeah.
Let's go with Bray Wyatt. Let's go with Luke Harper / Brody Lee. Let's go with Randy Orton, Braun Strowman, Bryan Danielson, Nikki Cross, Joe Gacy. And only then, you get Eric Rowan. And you know what? In fact, before then, you get some dirt. You get Matt Hardy and Brave teaming together for a little bit. And then you get Eric Rowan.
I'm even giving you that time Xavier nearly turned. Do you remember that one when he nearly turned?
Yes. By the way, shout out to the Final Testament for continuing this storyline. Why is it going? No one's ever going to make it stop. I feel like Triple H is adamant about this. Just no, let's let this in.
The Final Testament is like that store in the mall or the shopping center that you question why it's still there and how it's still in business.
It's got to be a front.
Always there. It's got to be a front.
It's got to be a front. There's something going on back there. And then one day, man, you walk into that store and was like, oh, I've always needed this. You have the one thing I needed. That's always the worst. I mean, you have a 15-inch ruler? I've needed this. I need it. Why do I need it? I don't know. But it's a 15-inch reel you have, but that's what I needed. Thank you, sir. That was $35. Oh, that's how you stay in business, you crook.
And then speaking of tangents, we have a tangent episode tomorrow that's coming out. That's about our favorite. We didn't necessarily rank them, but our favorite sports movies.
Yeah, we just remember this about sports movies. It starts off with, I guess, our childhood memories, and then we start ranking them, and then talk about actors. It's tangents. Just know things are just out of control.
Oh, we spent way too long on John Candy.
Yeah. I believe in John Candy. But there's a lot that goes on. It's a 50-minute episode. It's a bulk of show. And I apologize that this is the worst edit of the show because there was a better edit that was tragically deleted. There was a really good edit to it. A really good show.
How do you delete that?
Because I ran out of space and I had to delete some stuff, and then there's a thing that you want to delete. I don't want to get into it. It was a stupid mistake.
You know, this is why I don't like using any like video software on the actual computer or laptop. Yeah. Because it saves everything, and then you wonder where all your space is going.
Yeah, it just takes all the space, and I didn't delete the laptop. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to get into why I was upset with it. But it was a pretty good edit. But this is a decent episode with decent stuff. But on a side note, if you want more great content from Manny, Marcus, Eric, and the rest of the sharpshooters, including Jamal, and everybody else involving the sharpshooter name and brand, please go to the
apparently Ruby now too. Apparently she's Ruby the Chaos Destroyer, Doctor of Chaos, or whatever someone put in the comments. Director of Chaos.
No, that's her whole title. Ruby the Director of Chaos, or whatever someone put in the comments. Oh. Go to the sharpshooters.creator-spring.com to get some of the coolest wrestling podcast merchandise there is. Again, there is a racially exciting Hulk Hogan sharpshooter shirt that is to die for. If you want to get fired from your job from Hulk Hogan, you wear this. Or he may hire you because you get to look like you're targeting black men in Hulk Hogan colors. Now, if you also want to be racially ambiguous and wear something really cool and have a nice little cute logo on one of your breasts, you can get the Lord Manny. You can get the Lord Manny shirt. You can get the Lord Manny shirt, which is green, racially ambiguous, just like the man. Be ambiguous. Or you can get the traditional sharpshooter logo shirt.
There's green. There's white now because I've removed the navy because the navy is an ambiguous color. No one is the colored navy.
But yet there's a lot of ambiguous people in the navy. Or androgynous is the word I'm looking for. Or you can get the traditional sharpshooter logo. Giant, huge, on the chest. Looks better than the new Superman logo. Which I have tons of concerns about that movie now. Tons of concerns. And it's on there. Get that on there. Whichever is your cup of tea. Beanies, cups, mugs. Oh my God. Only at the sharpshooters.creator-spring.com. If you use Act Now and use the promo code in all caps, in one word, Lord Manny, because he's the top seller, you will get 15, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 15% off. I
didn't know how far you were actually going to go with that because you started really low. You started so low. I was like, he's not even going in narratives of 5.
No, I was just going to end it right there. I was like, nah, I'm not going this far. So, please, if you get to this part, enjoy the merchandise. But watch the video tomorrow. Manny, do you have anything else to say? Because I'm out of words. I'm
all out of words. So am I. Like the show, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. Take care. Shave your hair. Peace.
You're bald. Bye. We're the same. Manny, we're the same. Oh. You guys, remember, you're not like us, okay?
We did multiple drive-bys on this shit.
Yeah, I look like an OV hoe right now. You look like Drake.